Hey guys, it's Maytal. This is going to be the last time I'm talking to you guys on the news because elections are happening for student government. So check out these videos so that you can be an informed voter. Thanks.
I'm Jillian Ward and I'm running for Student Body Secretary/Treasurer.
What skills and strengths do you have that would make you best fit for this position?
Well, I'm super motivated and I'm really hardworking. When I put my mind to get something done, it definitely gets done. I hate quitting on things. I definitely do not back down from challenges, and if something gets difficult, I keep pushing at it until I achieve what I want to. I'm also super motivated. People that are in classes with me know that best, I think. I do my best in everything that I do. I always give 120%, and I think I'm definitely the best person for this position because if I'm telling you this is what I can get done, then I really can get it done.
What vision do you have for LSA student government in the future?
So I think one of the problems we have with student government, now SGA is a wonderful thing and we have a lot of successful things about it, but one of the problems is the average student doesn't really know what's being decided in SGA. There's a lack of communication between the officers who always in their campaigns say well, if people come to me with an issue, I'll handle it. But the student body doesn't actually have a way to communicate that to the officers. So often in the hallway people are oh, I hate this, or I hate this lack of communication, or I wish we could blah blah blah. They don't have a way to actually solve that. They don't have a way to communicate that to people who could actually do something about it. So I think the interesting part of being secretary is it's in part taking notes and managing funds, but it could also be communicating minutes to the student body so that they know here's what we're working on, here's what we're thinking about. If you have a perspective, please email these people. Or I could sort of play operator where they email me and I forward it to whoever it might benefit. So I think overall, student government does a lot of really effective things and we vote on a lot, but I think getting more involvement with the student body would be really effective.
How would you work to improve LSA school community as a leader?
I definitely think one of the most important parts of being a leader is representing the school, and I feel I can do that really effectively. I try to represent the school. We have a really diverse community of people at Longleaf. We have lots of different perspectives. And I think the best way I can help that is by being accepting and making sure those perspectives can be heard. And I think people are often kind of shy to share their experiences, but they're also willing to do it if it's going to make a difference, if it's going to benefit people. So I think the best way to be a leader is to sort of foster that feeling of communicating those perspectives and saying here's an issue I really have and I need it fixed. Can we talk to faculty about this? Can we talk to the PTSO? Can we talk to the board? I think the best way to be a leader is to foster that as much as possible.
How have you demonstrated leadership in the past?
Well, I went to Explorus, which some people know. So I had a lot of leadership experiences there. I was a student ambassador. So basically I had to learn the core tenets of Explorus and these leadership things, and I basically would lead prospective parents around the school. I got out of class, which was but I got to lead prospective parents and students around the school, and people would ask me questions about my experience, and I basically had to talk up the school. But I really loved it and I was really good at it. Because I was able to represent the school in a way that was honest, but also was you really should come here, it's great. And with Longleaf, I think the best thing I do is I try to hype it up with people that are, I know some of my brother's friends, so my brother's in 7th grade, and some of his classmates, the parents are trying to decide what high school they want to go to. So I always bring up Longleaf, and I'm Longleaf is definitely the best high school. I would not dream of going anywhere else. This is definitely the best place for me. And people are oh, well, won't they have to perform? Won't they have to do? And I'm no, it's genuinely the best place. You can go and do arts and do extracurriculars and academic classes. So the best thing I can do is try to be compassionate and empathetic and go out in the community and talk about Longleaf in a way that really makes it seem like the best place to be.
I'm Michael Phillips and I'm running for Student Body Secretary and Treasurer.
What skills and strengths do you have that would make you best fit for this position?
I would consider myself a leader because I've been in SGA this past year, in my first year at Longleaf. And I've helped start the French Club at Longleaf, and I've helped just my friends with advice they need and just be overall leader.
What vision do you have for LSA student government in the future?
I think for SGA, I want it to be like the students get to run policies and things that happen at the school, and everyone votes and listens to their peers that they represent. So, yeah.
How would you work to improve LSA school community as a leader?
I think we could do community service projects and do projects just to include everyone, whether it be like fundraisers or events like the lock-in, more stuff like that.
How have you demonstrated leadership in the past?
This is kind of what the first question was. Like, I've been in SGA and I've just represented like overall leadership qualities at Longleaf.
Hi, it's Mia Middleton and I'm running for VP.
What skills and strengths do you have that would make you best fit for this position?
I'm very good at taking leadership roles and doing different things to help better things like prom.
What vision do you have for LSA student government in the future?
So, my friends they'll tell me ideas, and then it's my job to tell the SGA to help get their ideas to the school.
How would you work to improve LSA school community as a leader?
I think I would do more campaigns of what you started off, and then get ideas from other people. This way we can give out what's more important.
How have you demonstrated leadership in the past?
I've done multiple things with Girl Scouts and helped with the homecoming and prom and different things.
Hi, my name is Sarah Schaefer and I'm running for Student Body Vice President.
What skills and strengths do you have that would make you best fit for this position?
I think a few skills that I have is I'm very good with meeting new people and talking and interacting with new people, and a huge part of Vice President's role in Longleaf School of the Arts is to communicate with all the classes and make sure everything is spread out and everybody knows what's going on, and I think I could really do that. And I'm good at taking the leadership role when it's required, but I can step back when it's overwhelming or unnecessary.
What vision do you have for LSA student government in the future?
I think that LSA student government should be very present during our transition into our new school and make sure that everything's running smoothly and that there's no bumps in the road and that people are still getting the family feel, but it's still new and exciting and clean a little bit.
How would you work to improve LSA school community as a leader?
I would definitely help communication in the school a lot more and make sure that not only the students know everything, but the faculty know everything, with portfolios and stuff like that. I think that I would just overall make the environment more open and everybody knows what's going on.
How have you demonstrated leadership in the past?
I've been in the mentor program for 2 years and I've learned a lot through that, and I've been in SGA this will be my 3rd year, and throughout my time at Longleaf I have grown as a person and I have learned a lot to become a leader at Longleaf.
I'm Mia Jones and I'm running for Student Body President.
What skills and strengths do you have that would make you best fit for this position?
I think that I'm a really good listener and I'm good at making sure everyone feels included and their ideas are valued and that their opinion is being taken into account. I also think that I'm a pretty good communicator and I can get points across and make sure everyone is in the know. And I'm also pretty organized, which I think is important for someone in a leadership position.
What vision do you have for LSA student government in the future?
I think that it's already super great, and I want to make sure it stays great, of course. I think making sure that everyone feels like they could join, and that everyone knows it's open to them. I think it would be great to have more students in it, And I also think maybe trying to do more community service within the club would be a really good idea.
How would you work to improve LSA school community as a leader?
School community.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that making sure everyone feels, again, included, and trying to make sure that there's more of the student body representation. So maybe we could make sure that there's more ways to get the student body's opinion rather than just within SGA. Maybe we could open up ideas or suggestion boxes or things like that.
How have you demonstrated leadership in the past?
So I've been in student government for the past 2 years, and I've been the grade chair for both of those years. And I'm also a mentor, and I think that both of these positions have helped prepare me a little bit to be in a leadership position, and they've definitely made me value teamwork and overall just making sure everyone's working together. And I also do a lot of shows within Longleaf, and shows are all about teamwork as well, so being a team player and things like that.
My name is Miriam Bryant, and I'm running for student body president.
What skills and strengths do you have that would make you best fit for this position?
So anyone that knows me knows that I'm big about open communication and about making sure that everyone understands everything, and that there's never any miscommunication, and that's what causes the problem. So communication, I would say, is one of my skills. And I also feel like I'm an organized person. I stay on top of all my schoolwork, and I feel like I could bring a lot of organization to SGA.
What vision do you have for LSA student government in the future?
So basically what I've been saying my whole entire platform is about communication. One of my main goals is to unite the student body and parents and staff and clubs. I really want to make sure that clubs like the Black Student Union and the GSA get to talk to SGA and share their vision for the school, and we can share ours, and then we can make something that will work for everyone. So that's my main vision for Longleaf.
How would you work to improve LSA school community as a leader?
Again, communication. I think that's one of the main complaints that I've heard about Longleaf, is, other than the cockroaches, is a lack of communication just in between different sects of Longleaf. So I kind of would like to think of myself as like a translator in between administration and the student body, like being able to take what one group is saying and bring it to the other and make it be able to everyone talk to each other.
How have you demonstrated leadership in the past?
I am currently the communications officer for SGA, and I'm the vice president of the Red Cross Club, and I'm a mentor. And I often, tend to gravitate towards leadership positions in group projects and that kind of thing.
Hi, my name is Jason Wananu, and I'll be running for student body president.
What skills and strengths do you have that would make you best fit for this position?
Some skills and strengths that I have that would make me best fit for this position. I am a good leader, so I think that I am good at delegating responsibility. I know how to communicate with others, so I know how to get along with my peers and let them know about things that need to be done, or things that we should carry out that are important in any function. I have a positive attitude. I think positivity is definitely great for anything that someone who's going to lead should be. I think that's something that someone should have. Something else that I believe that makes me a good leader is the fact that I'm also a great servant. I believe that the best leaders are those who know how to serve with those that they will be directing.
What vision do you have for LSA student government in the future?
The vision that I have for LSA student government in the future is a vision of, I'd say a vision of expansion and a vision of unity. I think that if we can incorporate that into being able to run and being able to function together, then we can take that to the next building. And we can take that into our hearts and get our name out there and show people that that we have a message of goodwill and that we're just willing to help.
How would you work to improve LSA's school community as a leader?
As a leader, I would work to plan events and to bring the school together. I think with school spirit and with the new students that we'll be bringing in, I think that as a leader I should be working with my peers and with the other chairs to be able to plan events and plan fundraisers that bring the student body together and bring more students to the school. I think that through serving in the community and through making sure that the school remains a safe place for everyone to learn, I think that this is something that we can work towards in the vision of the school.
How have you demonstrated leadership in the past?
In the past, I've demonstrated leadership in many aspects of my life. I'm a Boy Scout, so in my troop I've served in the community by just assembling things or clearing out areas or helping out in like disaster situations. So my troop and I have served together, and we've gone throughout the state to help. I'm also a member of the Red Cross Club. So as a club, we plan events and we help orchestrate things like a blood drive or other things that they have going on in our chapter when they need us. I'm a volunteer at Marbles, the Marbles Kids Museum, and I love working with kids. So by serving them and just having a great time with them and spending time with families that come every day, I feel like I serve them to the best of my ability with positivity or my artistic talents that I've developed here at Longleaf.
Hi, my name is Caroline Geschwind, and I'm running for Student Body President.
What skills and strengths do you have that would make you best fit for this position?
I have a lot of skills and strengths I think that would make me best fit for the position. I'm a leader, I care for other people, and I am a really big fan of student government. It's one of the things I've dedicated a lot of my past time at high school for, and I'm really excited to do it next year.
What vision do you have for LSA's student government in the future?
In the future, I see Longleaf student government as being a uniting force in our school. I envision us not only getting other clubs involved, other people involved, staff, families, parents involved, but I also want the student body to be involved that's not necessarily involved with student government to begin with. I want any person that has an opinion to be able to come to our meetings on occasion when they have something to say and have the issue heard so that we can solve it, because we are the students' government.
How would you work to improve LSA's school community as a leader?
As a leader, I do a lot of things, I think, to help the school. This year alone, I've been the Longleaf secretary, and I've attended numerous events. I came to one of the prospective student meetings this year. In the past, I've gone to high school recruiting meetings, and I've done all sorts of stuff that I think has really just helped the school's atmosphere. And I try to bring a positive vibe and make people want to be here, because I think that's what's really important. I think our school should be a safe place where people are free to not only express themselves, but to do their art and to work and do school.
How have you demonstrated leadership in the past?
In the past, I think I've been a pretty big leader in many ways. I have been a part of the mentor program for 2 years now. I'm really close with a lot of my mentees, and I've seen them grow enormous amounts. I also have worked at an organization called STAR for 2 years, where we work from September to April putting on a production with the actors being people that have developmental handicaps. And it's just such an inspiring thing to be doing. In the community, I'm out there all the time at different theaters, helping out in whatever ways I can. And I love to volunteer and do all sorts of stuff, work with children, really anything that I can do.